That's a mess.
All right, Craig, tell the people why you're here.
Oh. So, all right, so this is where we get serious. Now, this is some good information for those of you. Mo, back me up. You got that link up there?
Yes, I do.
If you could put that link up there for me, please. So, I've been telling my followers now for probably 3 years about paid for your stay. It is actually market research, and you get paid for your opinion. So, this is recession proof. I've been telling Madison about it for a while, but I understand, Madison is kind of really careful about sharing stuff with you guys, especially when it's not something that's tangible that you can put your hands on.
They say I have to talk more to them.
Oh, y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, they're saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry. But paid for your say, I've been telling my followers now for about 3 years about it. It's market research and you get paid for your opinion. So if you guys are familiar with like different studies, it could be anything from your grocery shopping habits, what type of cell phone you have, what type of appliances you have, whatever it is. And it's recession proof because, again, these companies want your opinion. They value your opinion. They want your opinion, so they're going to pay you for it. So I've been sharing this with Madison for a while now, but she was just kind of reluctant to kind of share it, as was I when I first started sharing it with my followers. I first started by talking about it with my Patreon people because I just believe your Patreon people are like your truest supporters, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, it was my way of giving back to my followers because my followers have really supported me. They've lifted me. And so I really wanted to give them back something, right? And so this was my way of doing it. So I started with my Patreon. And then once they started making money from it, I started talking about it on my live. So basically what happens is, so just to give you an example, I did a study with Jaguar, the car company. And by 2025, all of their cars will be fully electric. Mm-hmm. So they paid me for a study. It's a market research. It's a focus group. So it was like me and maybe 6 other people in this study. And most of the studies are virtual. So you don't even have to leave your house. It's on Zoom. You do have to have a laptop or a desktop. You cannot use a smartphone. You can't use an iPad. You have to have a laptop or a desktop. And it has to have a camera because they have to see you. So the one that I did with Jaguar, they're trying to figure out how to release they're trying to release their new fleet of cars. It's right here on the screen. It's called www.paidforyoursay.com. And when you get over there, you're going to use promo code Maddie100. Now, it's going to cost you $100 to sign up. Now, before you check out, listen to me now. Because, see, I know some of y'all got into that.
But hold on, Craig. Can you tell them that this was the reason why I was reluctant?
This is the reason why she was reluctant. And this is the reason why I was reluctant. Because, like we just talked about GoFundMe's, like you see all of this shit on social media and people getting scammed out of their money. And I didn't want to be bothered with none of that. Madison didn't want to be bothered with any of that. So I used my Patreon as my test market. But the thing is, yes, you're going to pay your $100 because you're getting the information. It's owned by a friend of mine. It's a close friend of mine. Her name is Kim. She started Paid for Your Say. She and I used to work together. Before I met Madison, I was substitute teaching, and I used to work for a home auction company. We used to auction off foreclosed homes. Remember when the housing market crashed? So we were auctioning off foreclosed homes. And so I was making all these hours at the company. And so this white girl, she didn't like for me to make all these hours, so she started cutting my hours back. I ended up meeting Kim, who owns Paid for Your Say. And she said, you know what, you should start making some money through market research. And I had done it before, many years before, but it was just kind of a fluke where I kind of got, somebody told me about it and I jumped in and did it. Well, she said, no, I've been doing it for about 30 years. It's a bunch of companies. They'll pay you to find out how you grocery shop, whatever. So I jumped in and made some money from it. So then when I started doing lives, I met Madison, started doing lives. And Kim started asking me to introduce this to my followers. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I said, no, I don't really want to share this with them. But then I eventually started testing it with my Patreon people, and they started signing up and they started making money. My hand to God on everything I love, on my mother's life. I have emails from women who have come me and said, my husband just left me. I'm a single mother. I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills. I'm taking your word. I'm going to bet on myself, and I'm going to sign up for Paid for Your Say, and hopefully I'll make this extra money. I have emails from people who have said, you are a godsend. Thank you for sharing this. Because again, as Black folks, sometimes we gatekeep.
Yeah.
And I'm a person that I try to share as much as I know with Black and brown people. I try to support Black and brown businesses as often as I possibly can. And so this is my way of giving back. And I know your whole audience isn't Black or brown. So this is for anybody. You don't have to live in the United States. I have followers that are in Dubai and Canada and other countries who are a part of Paid for Your Say. Once you sign up, when you go to that website, paidforyoursay.com, use promo code Maddie100, you'll get an email right away. It will tell you to sign up for her. It's free. You sign up for her Telegram group. I know y'all know about that Telegram shit, because when the pandemic happened and we were all on that Cash App shit, putting that $100 in there, this is not like that. Like, I know a lot of people made money because I did.
You did, and you tried to pull me in that. And then you tried to tell me to tell my peoples about that. And I was like, mm-mm.
You made some money off of it too.
It was like the flower.
Right. But this is not that. This is one of those situations where when you pay to sign up for Pay for Your Say, you're going to get an email. And she's going to tell you to sign. You're going to get into the her Telegram group. And there are thousands of members in the Telegram group. They share with you, oh, there's a study for women. They have studies for women with feminine products and stuff. There was one study that paid, I think, $1,500. If I thought I could grow a pussy, I'd have got in on that study.
For $1,500?
Yes. I did a study for $2,750 last year. It was for smokers. Now, y'all know I don't smoke no cigarettes, but I did to get into that study. It paid $2,750. So here, let me just say this. Y'all know I don't get on here and talk about money and shit like that. Before I bought my house 2 years ago, them white people tapped me on my shoulder and said, sir, you ain't paid for none of your student loans since you graduated from Hampton University. We're going to need you to pay for your student loans before you close on this house. I was about to walk away from that house. But my spirit kept speaking to me. No, you need to get this house. This is an investment. You know, this is what you need to do. So I ended up paying my student loans. My student loans were $43,000. When I say them white people took my debit card and ran that debit card for them student loans, now y'all know I don't talk money, but I'm just illustrating a point. I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. I have been able to replenish my savings through Paid for Your Say. I did a study with Jaguar. That's what I was trying to say earlier. They paid me $600 for the first portion of the study. And they're about to roll out these cars. And what they want to know is, how do you want your car delivered? Because we're talking about six-figure cars. Do you want to go to the dealership and then they give you the car and you go home? Or you want them to bring the car to your house, unwrap it? You know what I mean? Like, they asking you about the interior of the car. Do you want the dashboard to be leather? Do you want the indicator to be leather? Like, they want your opinion. They're using you as a proxy so that they can market and sell to the masses. So that's what they're paying you for. So I did that study with them. And then a few months later,
put this thing back out there, Mom.
They reached out to me again and said, hey, we have some more questions for you. So here's the thing. We want to know how to, we want to know if you're available on this date, this day. They paid me $1,000 for that second portion. Now, what I'm telling you is, all of the studies are not going to be $1,000. They're not all going to be $600. They're not all going to be $3,000. But mostly they're going to be $150 a pop. And this is something that you can do on your break at work. This is something you can, I know people that have taken off. Some of my followers have called in for the day and done this because it paid more than what they were going to get paid. So if you want to know more about it, just go to www.paidforyoursay.com, promo code Maddie100. And this is going to change your life. If you are looking for extra money, this is the way to do it.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme. And you do not pay taxes on it. Well, I did pay taxes on that $2,750. But that was just that one because of the amount of it. But it is not a pyramid scheme. When you sign up for the $100, you only sign up for one time. Some of my followers, our followers are in here now. They're telling you they have signed up, they've done it. So if it's something that you're looking for, if you got children in college and you're tired of them digging in your purse, this is something that you can sign up for or have them sign up for and send them the money. And it's amazing. So again, there you have it.
Okay. And I was very reluctant to do that because, and Craig and I had talked about this for a long time.
I talked about it a year ago.
over a year.
Over a year ago.
Because of these people who are in the comments saying, "Hey, pyramid scheme, hey, this and the
It's
other,"
not
but
that.
you know, and so I didn't come and share this stuff with y'all because I was like, these are my people. I fuck with my people the long way. I don't really want them thinking that I'm on here trying to get money for them or they have to give me money.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to do that. So let me watch you do what you do. And I've been watching you. And so then I put a friend onto it. You know, they didn't do it the way
he got paid that once.
He did.
But then he didn't show up for the other ones. Yeah.
But I also put Mo on it the other day, and Mo done already started making money.
So now, Mo, you tell them your story because I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to sell y'all on nothing.
No. I started. I paid the 100, and then about like a week later, I'm already in.
Mo already started making money like in less than a week, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, you already got shit already."
Yeah,
you
so
know,
it's legit. It's not, and I will say you spending that $100 is worth it.
It is, and for the people who think that it's supposed to be free, it ain't gonna be free because you have to pay this woman Kim for the information.
Right.
It's not a pyramid scheme. You only pay once. Somebody asked another question, and I was trying to remember it.
But they're asking like how much. I mean, like I said, like Craig said, it varies. It varies from 150, 200, 300, 400. It depends on the type of study that you get into.
And a lot of times you won't know who the client is until you're in the study. So, for example, they have ones that are taste tests. Now the taste test ones you usually have to go in person.
Yeah.
I don't do the taste test studies because I don't eat meat, and usually it's like Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't do those. But I did one. This was before I was eating meat, though. But before I stopped eating meat, I think I was eating meat. It was for the Quality Inn Hotel. A lot of times you won't know the company, and it was Quality Inn Hotel, and they have two different types of pancakes. They do one that they do year round on their buffet, and then they have one during the Christmas holiday where it's like a nutmeg in it or some shit they do to it. So they had us come in. They paid us $50, and you were only in there for like 30 minutes. And they had you taste two different pancakes, and they asked you your opinion. That was it, and then you left. It's a one-time thing. You can pay in 4 installments. You can pay that $100 in 4 installments if you qualify through PayPal.
You say exactly how much has Mo made? Mo has made his $100 back a few times.
I mean, yeah,
a few times.
Mo, if you feel comfortable telling
me, don't. Mo has made his $100 back a few. He paid $100 one time. And he's made his $100 back a few times. Yeah. And I told Mo, don't quit over here.
right. Because I'm telling you, some of my followers have stopped working. Some of my followers said, oh my God, I'm able to go into early retirement. Some of my followers have said, oh, I'm paying for a vacation for me and my family because it's all this extra money. They pay you in a Visa card.
And they also pay you in like cash. I mean, not cash, but PayPal.
They'll pay you in PayPal. Like you'll get all of that information when you get the screener. When you get the screener that asks you the questions to see if you qualify for the study. That's what the question was. No, you don't get into every study that you sign up for.
You have to qualify.
You have to qualify, but that's why you sign up for Pay for Your Say, because she shows you how to answer the question. Like I don't smoke cigarettes. But my ass got into that study for $2,750 because I knew how to answer the questions. So you can pay in 4 installments through PayPal.
Yes.
And in the information that they send you, they'll pay you through PayPal. I don't have PayPal, so I use one of my friends' PayPal for the studies that pay in PayPal. So I just send it to his, and then he sends me my money. But typically, they'll write you a check. They'll mail the check to you to your house. They'll pay you in a Visa card or however. So that's how you're paid. But you only pay the $100 to sign up the one time, and then you're in it for life. So yeah,
you'll make your
money back.
You'll easily make back.
You'll easily make your money back. But again, and please don't ask this, but I just want to share this just for purposes of explaining this. One of my followers, she was almost homeless, and I'm serious when I say this. She was living out of 10 tote bags or 10 totes, right? She was living in Arizona, and she was staying with her daughter at the time. And her daughter was moving to Texas, but she didn't want to move to Texas with her daughter. And she was living out of 10, all of her belongings were in 10 totes. And she emailed me and said she had stopped watching my lives because, and these were just her words. She said, I stopped watching your lives because I felt like God was blessing you and I saw how you were growing and my life was just in a shambles. I'm paraphrasing. And so she said, but I'm watching again, and I really just want to know if there's anything you can help me with. Now, I was going to cash app her, but I'm very spiritual. I know I get on here and I laugh and I cut up, but I'm very spiritual. And so I kind of prayed about it, and I kind of sat with it for a while. And my spirit said, why don't you just pay for her to get into paid for your set? Where this was a way for her to make her own money and you can take care of yourself. Because I was only going to send about $100. Now, again, don't be emailing me because I ain't sending you no money. But so we put her in paid for your set. That lady has made so much money. She has emailed me and said, oh my God, you've really helped me. Thank you. So she's living in her own apartment now. She's back in school. And so she's paying her own way. So again, if you're in a tight spot, I know you may not have $100, but you got to bet on yourself sometimes. And I promise you, if you really if you teach a man how to fish, you know. And so again, that's all I want to say about it because I don't want to oversell it. But again,
but there it is. You know,
is
that's the promo code Maddie100.
Yeah.
For me, you know, I was very hesitant because I don't like to sell y'all nothing.
Yeah.
Because I really want y'all to know I'm good. I don't want to say it like this.
No, I know what you said, but I know what you're saying.
But I'm good. Like if y'all don't give
saying.
me a motherfucking dollar, you know, for nothing, I'm good. Like, and this is what I was trying to say the other day when people was like, "Oh, we cancel mass, we gonna unsubscribe, we're not gonna watch." That's never gonna affect the way that I eat because everything that I do in this place is a side. Like
Right.
I've been a hustler and knew how to handle my business back. I can't help that I understood how to turn digital money
That's right.
into money. Like can't help that. I've been doing that before I even knew what the internet, how the internet thing worked and like how social media stuff works. So y'all not threatening me when y'all motherfucking hoes.
That's right.
Like, oh, I'm finna leave. I'm this and other. So and that's why I never be on there trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because again, I've been talking to her about this for over a year. I'm like, you really should help give this information to your followers. And so here's the thing. Somebody asked, do they do medical ones too? Yes, they also do medical studies where they do sleep studies where you have to go sleep overnight. They pay a lot of money for those. They also pay a lot of money for like when they testing, like pharmaceutical companies, they're testing drugs. Now, bitch, I ain't testing no drugs.
Nah, I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing no psychotropic, nothing.
Right.
Now, they will pay thousands of dollars for those, but I'm not ingesting nothing.
You eat ass.
But I'm not ingesting no medicine.
But you eat ass.
I do.
You eat ass.
And I do it well. Well.
You eat ass, Craig. So you tell me you cannot ingest no psychotropic mushroom?
No.
And you mean tell me you couldn't cut a piece of end of a mushroom off and swallow it and be like,
and then you then you come back with a lump on your thigh?
You could get a lump on your thigh from eating ass.
Well.
I mean, no shade.
Well.
You could get a lump on your throat from eating ass. This is Atlanta we talking about, okay?
You a mess.
This shit.
You a mess.
But this is a great opportunity for you guys. Again, this is my way of giving back.